what tips and tricks do you have for people attending, people exhibiting? Obviously, if you're Caterpillar, you be Caterpillar and you go to the ConExpo, right? Even they're doing things to maximize it. But I'm not so much talking about them, but small companies that are coming there trying to figure out, how do I even absorb, like where do I even go to make sure if I'm thinking about buying, like learning more about technology, what I could upgrade, all that sort of stuff. And then exhibitors that are in those 10 by 10s that are, they've got great technology. They're trying to get noticed. What advice would you give them?
So let's start with that, right? And we'll kind of work our way back
Sure.
to the attendee. So we used to always kind of say this. I don't know if this was like a thing we said like publicly or whatever like that, but like AEM's job or ConExpo's job is to get people to the show, right? It's the exhibitor's job to get them to your booth, right? So I think like if you're just showing up, and it could be pre-show and it could be like how you're standing behind your table too, right? So, it's pre-show stuff. If you're just showing up and putting your tablecloth on your table or like putting your attachment on the ground and just standing there and waiting, it's like you'll get some people that'll walk by and it could be a totally great show to you. But like, nonstop LinkedIn scrolling last few days, and it's like, come see us at ConExpo. We're launching the 123 XYZ here, and it's like constantly that. It's like just promoting what's going to take place in. I mean, from the recording of this, like less than 3-4 weeks, right? So I mean,
that's crazy. Don't say that.
And we are basically our episodes are sold out. We're adding days, like we're adding bonus spots now. So it's fantastic.
More Vegas.
More Vegas. More craps. But like,
I will see you there.
And then how people are like, in their booth, working in the booth, right? I mean, there's a lot of people walking by, but from an attendee, like contractor perspective, right? Like the worst thing people can do is just show up. I mean, it's kind of the same answer, right? I mean, it's like just show up, boots in the ground and just start walking. That's actually, I mean, you might get something out of that, but even if you don't, and I would recommend that people don't completely plan their whole route and say, I'm only going to these areas, right? But if you're looking for, some new earth moving equipment, like there's 2 core areas of the show for that. Like pick who you want to see in there, and then don't walk with your head down. Like look at everything else that's in between those companies, because back to your ditch guide story or whatever like that, like I bet you a bunch of people saw them and had no idea that was a thing. I mean, that's there's 2 real advantages of going to a massive trade show like this from a customer perspective. Is one is you meet people, right? I mean, it's like you go to the brands that it's people that maybe work in the product, develop that technology, the engineer there. You get to talk to them, give them feedback on actual things, right? Which is super cool. And the second piece of it is there's stuff that I don't know, use ChatGPT, you still probably wouldn't even figure out how to query it to find something, right? You don't even something you didn't even know you needed, right? And it's just it's there near the other stuff you went to look at, and it's a total like discovery.
And for the exhibitors, throw the phone away. Don't be on the phone. Get rid of the phone.
Down on your phone.
Don't sit down. Stand up and have conversations with people. The company has spent tens of thousands of dollars. Don't. The phone is
we used to
useless.
do trade shows. We used to say, if you're going to be on your phone,
skip.
We need to answer email stuff.
When we're like
when we've done them, you just go over, step up to the side. Answer your emails, do whatever.
Don't do it in the booth.
Take your personal call, whatever. That's fine. Just leave. Just go out of the booth. So then everybody's standing there. You'll see some booths, and some of them are big companies, and everybody's in a circle with their backs to the people walking. Like,
don't do it.
Just don't do it. You can't do that. And the same thing we were talking, when you're walking that floor, let someone sell you a little bit. Let them be like, hey, hi, and like learn what they're doing. You might get from that conversation, they might say, oh, actually, I know there's a booth a couple aisles over that you weren't going to walk down. And they might say, hey, go over there and check that out if that's what you're looking for. Right? Because there's so much there. You can't absorb it all.
Totally. And it kind of goes the other way too. It's like sometimes I feel like people, smaller contractor or something like that, small business, right, come to the show and they're a little nervous to like push their way in a booth and talk to somebody. I mean, those people are there. They want to talk to you as a potential customer. They want your feedback. It's like, no, I've never seen anybody really look at somebody's badge and be like, oh, you're just a crew of 3 people. I don't, I'm not concerned with your thoughts, right? I mean, it's like everybody's welcoming to everybody, that comes in their booth, right? So it's like I wouldn't feel shy to really push my way in and, kind of have that conversation.